What brought me to the work that I do is, the work that I do is kind of a critique of humanism and to look at how restrictive the notion of humanity is. And what brought me to this work is through my experience of disability when I was younger in the education field, going through public school, high school, and even university to begin with. Many people would kind of exclude me and they would tolerate me. And I would kind of watch how this notion of human already had marginalized me. So my work is mainly a critique of humanism, and it's based on my life experience, but it's also based on, through talking to other people, I noticed that they were also restricted by what I call normative shadows of humanism. My current research is looking at what has been determined as an impersonal vitalism. The best example of that is, as a baby, before you actually have a conscious kind of thought, I argue that there is a notion of vitalism that creates a particular way of being. And my research also suggests that that vitalism is also co-present among what I would consider to be, along with the human registry. So I'm trying to find a way to affirm this vitalism among peoples, especially marginalized people, but also among people who are considered to be at the upper echelon of humanity, to rethink this notion of life. I think of my work as interdisciplinary because this impersonal vitalism stretches the broad categories of what is considered to be being a human, whether it's race, ethnicity, gender, queer politics, or disability, or any other type of way of living that has been marginalized in society. What I've had to overcome is the naturalized view that I have somehow become a professor at a university in spite of my disability. What I've had to actually, through my own work and through my teaching, is to actually say that my disability is enhanced, or my teaching and my academic work is not only enhanced by my disability, but it's also is derived from that impersonal vitalism, that materiality that is often marginalized. So I've had to overcome the preconceived notions of who I am and the preconceived notions of what it means to overcome who I am. My pedagogical style is to take whatever the course material is and have it apply to students' lives. And by doing so, they could actually learn the material because it has resonance in their own lives. I'm always looking for equity. I'm always looking for the difference in students, how students are inhibited by normative shadows in their own lives, and how to open up the notion of possibilities for students. So I'm always thinking about that idea of possibilities. One of the things I believe in is that life is only a matter of how it's expressed, and that students and people are always caught up in the notion of trying to live up to expectations. And one of the things I'm always suggesting to them is there's a certain tyranny of expectations. And if they just live their lives as expressed, then they can find the openness and the possibilities within themselves and within others.